Vines of desire. When I walk out of the office and back into the main room, the world feels different. The air smells sweeter, the wine barrels glow in the soft sunlight that filters through the large windows, and the laughter of the guests has a background hum that no longer makes me anxious. It's as if that kiss with Evelina ignited something deep within me, something that makes me feel alive in a way I haven't in a long time. I should be nervous about the outcome of the interview, but instead, there's this growing warmth, a sense that maybe I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. I brush a thumb over my lips, still tingling from the sensation of Evelina's kiss. Her ruby lipstick left a faint stain on my fingers, a reminder of how electric our connection had been. My thoughts swirled between the reality of the situation, this is a job interview, and the undeniable chemistry between us. I can't help but replay the way she touched me, her fingers tracing my skin like she was rediscovering something she thought she'd lost. As I make my way toward the door, ready to leave for the day, Evelina appears again, this time holding a glass of wine, her eyes glowing in the late afternoon light. There's a confidence in her stride that's familiar, but now, after our kiss, there's a softness too. She hands me the glass, her fingers grazing mine in a way that feels intentional. "Before you go, I wanted you to try this," she says, her voice low and velvety. "It's one of our best vintages, something special, like you." I raise the glass to my lips, my pulse quickening at her words. The wine is smooth, rich with flavors that dance on my tongue, berries, oak, a hint of spice. But what lingers more than the taste is the way Evelina is watching me, her gaze steady and intense. It feels like she's savoring every second of this moment, just as I am. I lower the glass, meeting her eyes. "It's perfect." A slow smile spreads across her lips, and for a second, it feels like there's no one else in the room. It's just us, standing in the quiet of the winery, the air thick with unspoken words. "I knew you'd appreciate it," she murmurs. "Wine is like love, you know? The best ones take time, care, patience. They grow richer, more complex, the longer you spend with them." She steps closer, her breath warm against my cheek. "I think we have something like that, too, don't you?" My heart stutters in my chest. "I've thought about you since that festival. I've wondered what it would have been like if we had more time back then." She reaches out, brushing a strand of hair behind my ear, her touch sending a shiver down my spine. "And now we do," she whispers, her voice full of promise. The tension between us is palpable, the kind that makes it hard to breathe, but impossible to walk away. I find myself leaning in, drawn to her like a magnet, my body moving before my mind can catch up. But this time, I'm not just imagining what it would feel like to be close to her, I'm living it. Our lips meet again, slower this time, like we're both savoring the moment, letting the anticipation build. Her hands slip around my waist, and I melt into her embrace, the warmth of her body wrapping around me like a blanket. There's something so tender, yet so intense in the way she kisses me, like she's been waiting just as long as I have. I pull back, breathless, my hands resting on her hips. "So, does this mean I got the job?" I ask, a teasing smile playing on my lips. Evelina laughs, the sound soft and rich, like the wine she just poured for me. She runs her fingers through my hair, her touch sending ripples of warmth through my entire body. "Oh, you definitely got the job. But that was never really in question, was it?" I bite my lip, my heart fluttering. "No, I guess not." She takes my hand and leads me outside, where the vineyard stretches out before us, rows of vines bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. The landscape is breathtaking, the kind of serene beauty that's impossible to find in the city. For a moment, we stand there in comfortable silence, watching as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. Evelina turns to me, her hazel eyes glowing with something deeper than just attraction. This place, it's more than just a job to me. It's my home, my life. And now, I want to share it with someone who understands that. Someone who wants to be here. I look out at the vineyard, feeling the weight of her words. The peace I've been searching for, the escape from the city, the chance to start over, it's all here, wrapped up in this beautiful place, and in this beautiful woman. I think I've found what I've been looking for, I say softly, squeezing her hand. Her smile is soft, her lips brushing against my forehead in a gesture so intimate, it makes my heart ache in the best way. Welcome to my world, Delilah. I think you'll fit in perfectly. And in that moment, standing with Evelina in the fading light, I realize that maybe, just maybe, this place, and this woman, are exactly where I'm meant to be. As the warm hues of the setting sun bathe the vineyard in golden light, I feel a sense of peace wash over me, one I haven't known in a long time. Evelina stands beside me, her hand still gently holding mine, her thumb tracing soft circles on my skin, sending tingles up my arm. The air is filled with the sweet scent of ripening grapes, the distant murmur of nature wrapping around us like a cozy blanket. We walk along the vineyard's path, vines stretching out endlessly, their leaves rustling softly in the evening breeze. It feels like we're the only two people in the world, lost in this private moment. With each step, the tension between us deepens, not the kind that makes you want to pull away, but the kind that draws you closer, like gravity. Do you come out here often? I ask, breaking the comfortable silence, my voice softer than usual, as if speaking louder would disturb the tranquility around us. Evelina glances at me, her lips curving into a smile that's equal parts mischievous and tender. Every evening, when I can. It's my way of reconnecting with the earth, remembering why I do what I do. Her words have a deeper meaning, and I can feel it in the way her eyes linger on me. It's as if she's not just talking about the vineyard, but about this moment, about us. I'd like to join you, I say, the words slipping out before I can stop them. But I don't regret it. I want to be part of her world, to learn everything about her, to share moments like this, where time seems to slow down, and nothing else matters but the two of us. Evelina's smile widens, and she pulls me closer, our arms brushing as we walk side by side. I'd like that too, she murmurs, her voice low and intimate, as though we're sharing a secret. You feel right here, Delilah. I can't explain it, but I've felt it since the moment you walked in. The sincerity in her words makes my chest tighten with emotion. I look at her, studying her profile as the soft light caresses her face. She's stunning, more so now with her guard down, her elegance blending effortlessly with the raw beauty of the vineyard. We stop at a secluded spot where the vines create a natural archway, the golden light filtering through the leaves, casting intricate shadows on the ground. Evelina turns to face me, her fingers still entwined with mine, and in this moment, the rest of the world fades away. She steps closer, her eyes locked onto mine, and I can feel the heat between us intensifying. Her other hand rises to cup my cheek, her touch soft but sure, like she's been waiting to do this for a long time. My breath catches as her thumb brushes my lower lip, and her gaze drops to my mouth. I've wanted to kiss you like this for years, she whispers, her voice thick with desire. I can barely breathe, my pulse racing as I lean into her touch, my lips parting slightly. Then do it, I whisper back, the anticipation sending a thrill through my entire body. Her lips are on mine before I can even finish the sentence, soft and teasing at first, like she's savoring the moment. The kiss is slow, deliberate, each movement of her lips against mine sending waves of heat through me. I can feel the world spinning, but all I want is to be anchored in this moment, with her. Her hand slides down my back, pulling me closer until our bodies are flush against each other. I can feel her warmth, the steady beat of her heart through her chest, and it only makes me want her more. My hands find their way into her hair, tangling in the soft strands as I kiss her back with equal passion, deepening the kiss until it's all-consuming. Evelina lets out a soft moan, the sound sending a rush of heat straight to my core. I want more of her touch, more of her kiss, more of this feeling that's lighting me up from the inside. We break apart only for a moment, both of us breathless, our foreheads resting against each other as we catch our breath. Her fingers trail down my arm, sending shivers in their wake, and I can't help but smile. "That was worth the wait," I murmur, my voice still shaky from the intensity of the kiss. Evelina laughs softly, her breath warm against my skin. "I'm glad you think so. But it doesn't have to stop here." Her words are an invitation, one that sends my heart racing all over again. There's a hunger in her gaze, a need that mirrors my own, and I know this moment is just the beginning of something bigger, something that's been building between us for years. I press another kiss to her lips, softer this time, but filled with promise. "I'm not going anywhere," I whisper against her mouth, and I mean it. We stay like that for a while, wrapped in each other's arms as the sun dips lower in the sky, casting long shadows over the vineyard. The world is quiet, except for the soft rustle of the vines and the sound of our breathing. And in this quiet, in Evelina's arms, I realize I've found something I didn't even know I was looking for: connection, passion, a new beginning. Here, in this vineyard, with this incredible woman, I've found a place where I belong. Evelina pulls me even closer, her lips brushing against my ear as she whispers, "Let's make tonight ours, Delilah." And as the last rays of sunlight disappear over the horizon, I know I'm ready to let go of the past, to embrace this new chapter, and to explore everything this beautiful woman and her world have to offer.